Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Clutch Thunder. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today, I'm going to be showing you something truly unique. It is a GUI crate key system. Now, when I say it's truly unique, I kind of mean it. I went on YouTube to see if there's anything like it, and I couldn't find anything. So, people may know how to do this or may not, but I'm probably going to be the first one to post something like this on YouTube. So that's kind of exciting. So yeah, let's get right into it. You are going to need a scoreboard money system objective. Now, if you're wanting me to make a video of showing you how to do that, let me know down in the comments. But there is plenty of videos out there on YouTube already that shows you how to do that. So, I mean, I could make a video or, you know, whatever, right? So yeah, just keep that in mind, and I'll try to explain it as best as I can. I also apologize if my mic kind of sounds kind of bad. My blue snowball kind of broke, so I'm buying another one, and it's going to be arriving in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, sorry about that. So let me show you how this works. Now, if I open this chest here, you can see here that I got a little GUI system. So I got a common crate key, costs 100 points or dollars. I got rare crate key that costs $200, and I got a legendary crate key that costs 1,000. Now, you notice that this is not a trap chest. So this chest does not give out a redstone signal. And if I come all the way behind here, this is not connected to anything, right? So it's fully automated, like a GUI system, right? And so let me give you an example on how this works. So since it does go hand in hand with the scoreboard objective money system, if you look over there to the right, I have 1,344 points currently, right? So if I want to buy this, all these crate keys, I'll be able to. But if I want to buy the uncommon crate key, purchase it, goes through a little animation, and boom. Now I did test loot with dirt. This is a little bit of test loot. I think the rare is iron blocks and the legendary is diamond blocks. So just keep that in mind, kind of showing you that all this little system is separated. So say I grab the loot, boom, thanks, and I leave. Now you hear the piston, right? You heard the piston. It's kind of faint, but if I walk back over here, it resets itself, right? And now I can go back and buy another crate key. And boom, right? Iron blocks. Pretty cool, right? Now if I go back out, come back in, and I want to buy the legendary crate key. And boom, get diamond blocks. So each key is to its own little system right here in this compact little spot. Now this GUI system is kind of cool because you don't really need like a crate keys, like not necessarily like being scared the players getting a crate, like a key by accident or whatever. So this is kind of how you automate it. So it's pretty cool, and it resets itself. Now say I want to buy a key, but I don't have enough points, and see, you can see that I had 44 right there. So I don't have enough to buy any of these, and I just click it and nothing happens, right? But now you're missing a key. That's not going to appear back up. So all I gotta do is go walk out a couple blocks, come back in, and boom, it's back. It just resets itself. So I can just take all this stuff, whatever, and I just walk back, and another player comes, and it's ready for the next player. It's pretty cool. So let me show you how this all works, right? It all starts behind here. Let me just show you like one line in one little automated system, because it's pretty much all the same, but it's just repeat. So let me just show you how the uncommon crate key works, right? So it's on repeating and always active, by the way, and it's basically a simple clear command to start it off. So it's clearing at P at a radius of 10. So at a player that is in a radius of 10 of this command block will remove a tripwire hook with a data tag of 1 and a quantity of 1. So it's basically removing 1 with a data tag of 1. Now the 1 is different from a base game item. So say that I spawn myself in a regular tripwire, if I can find it real quick, there, it will not remove out of my inventory because this has a data tag of 0, right? It's different. If now, well, I'm not going to spawn one in, but that's basically what those tripwire hooks are in the chest. So Yeah. This is how you can, if you want to, like, players, like say at factions, players can make tripwire hooks. This is how you differ between that. So yeah, keep that in mind. So the next one, after it clears out your inventory, it'll start with scoreboard objectives. Now this is what I mean by you're going to need a money system, scoreboard money system, right? Now, scoreboard players test at P title 100 out of a certain number of how many you want. The title part is my code word for all my money, like my money system. Now this could be different for you, it could be money, it could be whatever. I just put title because, you know, I was like, whatever, I had some command block objectives set up already, so I just used one of these. So yeah, that's basically what that is. So after that activates, this one is going to remove 100 off of my scoreboard objective for the player. Then this one's going to set a block 5 blocks in the positive of the, what is that? X, Y, yeah, X. I was getting confused there. So the X coordinate, so 5 blocks in the positive direction. So if you look at my chords, I'm at -10 on the X. Now I'm at -9, -8, -7, -6, -5. So I want 5 blocks up, right? So this is the part where people get confused with command blocks. Now you see these arrows. That means that they're connected. That means that line of command blocks is connected somehow. So one has to activate before the other one, you know, whatever. And it also has to be conditional. So if it's not unconditional, it's not going to work. It will work actually, but it will work as like a regular repeating all the way to the active command block. So keep that in mind. So yeah. So after this activates, and let me just spawn in a redstone block here. So after that last one activates, it will spawn a redstone block right here. And it'll start doing a little transition, and then it'll choose a random armor stand with a certain name. It's basically the same thing as my other one right over here from my last video, that one right over there. But this, I plan on using this system other than the other crate key system that I have, because this is way better and way cooler too. It looks more professional. So basically, let's start this off. This is basically setting a block to air at a certain coordinate, which is this block right here, right beside it. Yeah. So basically, all you really need to do is, you don't really need to do a certain chord. All you need to do is look at your XYZ and just do these hildas. Now, what the hildas is, if I just leave it at that, it's going to set where the command block sits, right? So that the 3 hildas mean that's where the command block is. Now, if you're wanting to go over a certain block on like an X or Y coordinate, say I want to go over on the Z coordinate, -1. So that's basically where it's being cleared at. So right here, boom, it's going to activate. It's going to clear or delete the redstone block. So if I do something like 1 on the Y-axis, so it should be above, and I place this, it won't deactivate. But if I place it up there, well, hang on, I have to delete that because it's already activated. But place it there though, it will delete it, right? So yeah. Let me reset that back. Now I made it to where you can copy the little system, or like clone it and place it somewhere else, so you can add more crate keys to it, to the chest, and I'll kind of show you that in a minute. But yeah, after it activates, I'll activate this redstone. Then it'll activate this clone block. It's basically cloning this chest right beside it to a certain chord, which is where my main chest is. Now, I ran into a weird problem. I never ran into a problem like this before. Like for my other crate key, it worked fine facing in the same direction. But you see how these chests are facing in different directions here? The only way I could make this to work is by doing that. But it's weird because before, like my other crate key system, I didn't have to do that. But for some reason for this I have to, or it won't clone the block, because it will read that like this block has already been cloned in this certain direction. So you kind of had to like face it up, or face it a different direction, so make it to like where it's a different block. So I don't know. So maybe it will work for you if you face in the same direction, maybe not. But if that's the case, it's probably that. So if it doesn't work, but all these are pretty much clone commands, cloning in a negative area from the command block. So it's going over -1 on the Z. Same thing for all of these. These chain command blocks are play sound, so anvil landing at P. So when you activate your little crate key, it will start doing a play like a sound effect. So that's what these are. So yeah. So this one is where you're going to have to change it if you do the clone method. If you're going to clone this little section right here and place it somewhere else, but just change the items on what you're wanting it to, clone. So basically what this is the same thing as my last one. It's basically executing at random at an entity of armor stand, so type of armor stand, name C. Now if you're wanting it to do a different system, you want to change that to a different name, C. You want to have it to have one system has a unique name and no like crossbreeding, if that makes any sense. Like one system cannot have the name of C and this one has the same name, because then it'll confuse the systems. So yeah, so obviously this one's called common, C for common. It's going to do at a random coordinate, so anywhere on the map it will select a armor stand with name C anywhere on the map. And it will set a block of redstone -2 blocks underneath. So then after that activates, this one will activate and it'll do a little particle effect where my main chest is over there. So that's that. And all these are chain conditional, by the way, these little chain blocks up here. So keep that in mind. Now, after that execute command activates, it will choose one of these armor stands named C. Now this is what I meant by named armor stands, right? So it will choose one randomly. So say it will choose that one and then it will delete, or it could choose that one or it'll delete it, or it can choose that one, right? So all three of these command blocks are the same, and all of these three command blocks are the same. But if you want more loot, you're gonna have to add more. It won't change the system or anything. It'll just have more options to choose from. So yeah. So this is a clone command, same as all the other ones. It's cloning this chest right beside the command block, and it's sending the output to my main chest over there. So that's where you get all your loot and stuff. So yeah, that's basically all the same for all of these right here. Right. This one, same command block for all of these. This is basically setting a block -1 on the z-axis to air. So basically this one right here. So if I place it there, it's just going to set it off like that. Don't worry about the redstone underneath. There was another system I tried before this and it involved that, so don't worry about that. So for the execute command, I'll show you what I mean by changing it up. So this one I have it set to R. So these arm stands are named R for rare. And this one over here, I have it set to L for legendary, right there. So yeah, pretty cool, right? Now, obviously these two command blocks are to clear stained glass panes and stained glass out of your inventory, so players can't just grab the stained glass out of your thing when you're rolling it. So, hang on. Boom, right there. So this stained glass right here, so they can't just clear it and they'll take it and stuff. But let me show you the automated system, right, or the reset system. So let me break this stuff. Now this is going to be different for your game depending on how you have your little spawn / crate key thing set up. So since I have it loaded and closed here, I have it set to this block right here. This is testing for a player in a radius of 4. So I basically made it to where if you're 4 blocks away, right? So it's activated. It says it found Clutch Thunder, right? So this is 4 blocks away from the chest, right? So if I did that, I can still access it and stuff like that. But if you go out 5 blocks, it'll deactivate, but you won't be able to touch the chest. That's kind of the way I had it made, so like you're out of reach of the chest. So yeah. And when you're in this little radius, the piston will activate because this command block activates with the comparator. And it'll just go off to the side over here, and it'll deactivate this line of command blocks. But if I leave it right there, it'll reactivate these command blocks, which is basically my reset system. So it's basically setting the block where this chest sits to air, so it's deleting it because of that clone issue I ran into earlier. And this one is recloning the chest right there. So this is where my reset system is, right? Pretty cool, right? So that's basically everything. For this little system back here, like I said, you can clone it, repaste it, or whatever. All you really need is to change this execute command to a certain name. But for the setup block error thing, I set it to that. So you can just easily clone this stuff, and if you're doing it to the same chest where the same location is, for like these little clone blocks right here, so the output, really cloning it and just setting it somewhere else, you don't really have to mess with it because it's going to the same place. So I mean, it's completely automated. It's really an easy build. You just got to know kind of what the problem is if you run into it and so forth, right? But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Custom GUI system, great key, pretty cool, right? Now, if you guys do run into problems, leave a comment down below. I'll try to help out as best I can. Soon I am going to be making a Discord on some of this stuff, because I do know that you guys run into issues all the time, and sometimes I don't explain it well in the video, so I kind of try to take my time and explain it as best I can. I know the video kind of drags on a little bit with me talking, but just for some people that don't really fully understand command blocks, I try to help them out a little bit more. So yeah, that's basically everything. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and turn on bell notifications. I try to post a command block video every week. So yeah, peace out, guys.